Hi guys, study
Adverse selection.
muna tayo.
You hear this term all
Alright,
the time when you're talking about insurance.
yeah.
What does it mean? It's insuring risks that are more prone to having claims than other people. Insurers always have to try to protect themselves from adverse risk selection. And how they do that is they are underwriting a person and they realize that this person has a lot of risk factors, multiple things. They could, for example, say, we will cover you
Hi
for everything
JM.
except this one really dangerous thing that you do. Or
Hi.
we're going to charge you more premium
Hi.
because you present a higher risk, so we have to increase our rate for you to mitigate some of the possibility of that claim that we feel is probably more likely to happen with someone who presents more risk than someone
Yes,
who doesn't.
first time.
That's adverse selection.
Pinagla-live niya kasi ako.
The law of large numbers.
Pumunta na.
Insurance, remember, is the
First
spreading of
time
risk
lang.
or transferring of risk, to the insurance
Hindi ko
company.
alam kung anong
They
live.
the insurance company has a large pool of people that they cover. That's the law
Yeah,
of large numbers. So that way,
try
the
lang.
actuaries, who are statisticians, they can crunch the numbers for the insurance company using a large sample. If you've ever
And
taken
then
stats, you
study
know
muna
that
na.
the larger your numbers that you're working with, the more accurate your
Yeah nga
statistics
eh.
will end up being. That's why the insurance company likes to work with large groups of numbers of
Live
people
lang.
with similar risk. That's
Tapos
the law of large
mag-study.
numbers. The larger the number of people with similar loss exposures, the more
Thank
predictable
you.
the risk becomes, and the insurance company gets more comfortable
Thank you
with
sa
insuring a
visiting.
particular person. The law of large numbers.
And then mag-study daw tayo.
Types of insurers. Depending upon who or what is
Hi
defining
po.
the insurance company, in different categories, they're called different things. For example, first thing we're going to talk about is how insurance companies are structured. They can be set up
Ano
as a
yun?
stock corporation or set up as a mutual insurer. These companies, all insurance companies, have a
Ayun.
choice. They can be stock or mutual. Now, they have many similarities. The
Okay
test will
lang.
always
Thank
want to
you.
test you on similarities. This is a perfect example of
Thank
differences
you.
as
Ingat.
well. So they love to have questions on differences to make sure you know what goes with what. So we're going to go through each one of these together. First of all, let's start with an insurance company that is structured as a stock corporation, like any other corporation that issues stock to their stockholders. Okay? So, what happens is they are run by a board of directors. Okay, the day to day workings of the company are handled by the board of directors. The board of directors are
Yeah.
responsible for declaring dividends.
Ano yun?
Usually that's done, or that determination is done quarterly. There are no guarantees to dividends because dividends basically are the profits of the company, and you don't know if the company is going to be profitable going forward. So you can never guarantee that a stock insurance company is always going to pay dividends, even if they have a history of it. You cannot guarantee those stocks in the future. Okay? So to get those dividends, when they're declared by the board of directors, you have to actually be a stockholder or shareholder of that insurance company, not a policyholder. It's the stockholders or shareholders who receive the dividends. The policies of these type of insurance companies are called non-participating because the policyholders don't participate in the dividends. The shareholders do. Big difference, right? So that's one of them. Also, the company is owned or managed by, or they're managed by the directors, but they are owned by the stockholders. When you buy a share of stock in a company, you actually have what is called an equity position. Equity means ownership. Now, big difference between the mutual companies and the stock companies is when that dividend is declared by the board of directors, the IRS says that is income to the shareholder and it is taxable to them in the year that they get the dividend. So they're going to pay whatever their ordinary income rate is, their income tax rate, they are going to have to pay that on the dividend. Okay? So that's a stock corporation, an insurance company structured as a stock corporation. Now, the other choice is an insurance company set up as a mutual insurance company. In this situation, the policy owners actually have the ownership of the company. Okay, there are no shareholders, they're only policy holders. Now, they have a couple similarities. They're run by a board of directors. The directors declare the dividends. If they have profits, these cannot be guaranteed either. But the policies are called participating policies because the policy owners participate in the ownership of the company.
No, guys.
So again,
Samahan niyo ako
the company is
mag-study.
owned by the policyholders, not stockholders. And then let's talk about that dividend. If the board of directors declares a dividend for a mutual insurance company, the IRS looks at it completely differently than it does with the stock corporations. The IRS says, well, you own a policy, that makes you an owner of the company. Dividends are declared, dividends are profits of the company. The IRS says, well, we're going to say that these dividends paid to mutual insurance policy owners is
Dito
simply
tayo
a
sa-
refund of
Hi,
overpayment
guys.
of premium, and it is not taxable. Big difference.
Mag-study muna tayo.
Stock corporations, dividends
For
are
my
taxable
insurance
in the year in which
company.
they're received, ordinary income rate. Mutual insurance companies policies, no income tax due at all because it is a refund of overpayment of premium.
Yeah.
The structure of
Ay,
an insurance company.
sorry.
Stock.
Ano ba yan? Nalalaglag pa. Oh, are you done? Ay, it's all done. Hi, guys. I'm studying. Kuno. Wala pang ano. Mag-live muna tayo. Hello po. Hello po sa inyo. Ay, first time ako. Ano ba yan? Yung upuan na yan. Tayo mag-aral muna. Aral-aral. Aral-aral daw kunyari. Oh my God, what's this? What's this? Ang gulo na yan. Ay, ang gulo na.
Another description for insurance companies is domicile.
Damas.
Where are their headquarters? Where's their home? Where are they incorporated? That's important to know. Oftentimes you will have a test question on the terms that are used to describe the domicile or home
Domicile.
office base of an insurance company. The first one is called a domestic insurance company or domestic insurer. Think of your home state. Think of any insurance company that has their home office, their headquarters in your state. In your state, they're going to be called a domestic insurer. They make their home in your state, okay? The second is a foreign insurer. Now again,
Foreign
think of your
insurer.
state. A foreign insurer is going to be an insurance company that has their home office in any other state except your state. They're foreign in your state because their home office is in another state. The last example
Hi, guys.
is an alien insurance company.
Kumusta po
And that's
kayo?
a company who is headquartered or has their home office in another
Hi,
country.
Sally.
For example, they're an insurance company that
Work
might
ka
have
ngayon.
headquarters in Toronto, Canada, but they sell insurance in the United States. That would be an alien. Or a company that has their base in Mexico and they sell policies in the United States. They would be an alien insurance company. So make sure that you know the three: domestic, foreign, alien. Wrong answer on the exam: international, for example. That we didn't use that term, right? There's only three.
Where's my cell phone? Oh my God. Where's my cell phone? Where's my guys? Ang gulo na ako. Oh, shocking. Where's my cell phone? Ang gulo ng ano ko. Tapos na. Akin cellphone ko. Ay, cellphone ko. Ayan na. Ano ba yan? Hanap ko yung cellphone ko. Nakalive mo. Lamig, grabe. Lamig dito sa bahay namin. Ako nakaroon ng heater. Nakasabit. Ang daming paperwork. Okay. Hi. Law of agency.
Let's talk about agents and the rule of
Agents.
agency. This is a good example of contract law that all policies follow. Okay, so the law of agency, you as an agent do not represent the client that you're selling the insurance product to. You represent the insurance company. You're a producer for or an agent of the insurer, the insurance company. Okay? And the knowledge that you have, the client's going to consider it to be the knowledge of the company. Think about it this way. You sit down with a client, you're very oftentimes the only person from your company that the client will ever meet. So you are the insurance company when they're sitting down with you. And the client is trusting that you're giving them all the information they need to make a good decision, that you're being transparent, you're being honest, and they're assuming that it's everything that your home office wants you to be telling them. Okay? You are the company for any client that you sit down and take care of. The insurer, should there be a problem, if you end up in a court case or something like that, the insurer, the insurance company, because you're their rep, they are responsible for you. So if you end up in court, you'll probably be taking your insurance company with you because you are their representative or agent. And then a payment to the agent, you as an agent, you write an application and you take in a premium check. The client is going to feel it's just as if they walked into the home office of your insurance company and handed the check to the head of the accounting department. They gave it to you. You are the agent of that insurance company. In the client's mind, they're done. It's all paid for. I gave them that premium. So that's all part of the law of agency. Remember, you are the agent of the insurance company, not the client. Agent authority. This is something very important to you. You're going to be the agent. You need to understand the various types of authority that you have.
Hi.
The first one is express authority. Whenever anything is expressed or expressed, it means it's in writing. So that's your contract that you actually sign with the insurance carrier that you're going to be working for. So it'll say, you know, your name and you are an agent for such and such insurance company, and it gives the general basics. You know, it is a contract, but it doesn't necessarily spell out every single little duty or thing that you're going to do. That's where the next kind of authority comes in, and that is implied. Things such as you're expected, or it's implied that because you are an agent of an insurance company, you're going to solicit and sell insurance products to the general public. You're going to be taking applications. You're going to be collecting premium checks. You'll be sending all of that to the home office.
Magkasama kami. Day off ko ngayon.
You'll be delivering the policy. All of those things that you're going to do day to day, those are all implied because you are an agent of the company. Apparent authority is actually based on the principal's actions or words. You're the agent. The insurance company is the principal. So, for example, you can't sign off on a beneficiary change form. Your client can complete the form. You can even help them get the form. But then it has to go to the home office, and someone there has to sign that request to change a beneficiary because you're changing a beneficiary on an existing contract. So
Pasok siya
you don't have
ngayon.
the authority
Ay,
to do that. Has to be at the principal level, which is at the
moral
home office
power.
level. Proper person would sign it, send it off to the client, and indicate that, now put this completed beneficiary change form with the application and policy that you have, so you have all the complete information. So the client thought that you had the power to do this. It seemed apparent to them because you work for the company, but something like a beneficiary change form would have to be
Hello
done
po.
at the principal level. The true person to do that would be someone at the home
Hi
office
po
level.
sa inyong lahat.
So, the types of authority, there's
Live
express,
lang.
which is
First
written.
time po.
There's implied, and
First
there are
time
apparent.
live
Could
in
see test
YouTube.
questions on any or all of them.
Yan. Mag-study muna. Mag-study lang ako.
The
Samahan niyo
elements
ako.
of a legal contract. Remember,
Hello
I said
po.
all policies of insurance are actually contracts. So there's 4 elements that you're going to want to know for test purposes. The first part is there has to be an agreement between the two parties.
Ay,
The two parties to
Ano ba
life
yan?
insurance, for example, is the insurance company and the insured or policy
Nag-review
owner.
ko no.
Okay? The agreement starts out with the proposed insured or owner of the policy completing an application. That's actually the offer they're making. That's their indication to the insurance company that they would like to acquire insurance
Ay,
coverage.
puro sa inyo.
And then the acceptance of that offer is done by the insurance company when they actually issue a policy. Okay, so that's the first part. That's the agreement between the two
Hindi
parties.
pala pwede.
The second part is consideration. Consideration is kind of easy. I
Kailangan
think it starts with
mahaba.
C. So does the word cash. For example, on
Ilan,
the
ilan,
insurance company side, the insurer
kailangan,
side,
ilang hours
their
kailangan
consideration is the cash that
mag-live.
they would pay out in the form of a claim. Okay? Now, on the insureds or the policy owner's side, it's a 2-part. One of them starts with C. It's the cash that they pay in premium, so that's their cash. But it's also their answers on the application, which on a life insurance application, for example, the answers are always called representations.
GM pala.
A representation
Ay,
is something
GM.
that is the truth to the best of your knowledge at the time they're answering the application. So the proposed insured or owner has a 2-part consideration. One is the premium check, the other is the representations, the answers that they make on the application.
Yeah.
The third part of competent parties has to do with whether or not anybody who's entering into the contract is under the influence of drugs or alcohol. If that's the case, if your proposed insured sits down and you can tell they've been drinking, you should not be taking an application. They're under the influence and they might not be making proper decisions for themselves. So you, as well as the person that you're taking the application from, must be not under the influence of any type of narcotic or alcohol. Okay? The last section is all contracts have to be created for a legal purpose. You cannot enter into a contract and try to insure something that is against the law. So all contracts apply to actions that are legal, no actions that are illegal. So those are the 4 elements or
po sa inyo
components
na.
that make up a legal contract. You have the agreement between the two parties.
Pasok
You have
mga
the
suki.
consideration between the two parties. All parties must be competent, and the contract can only be written for a legal reason or legal purpose. I'm going to give you a few additional terms
Ala.
that could be very useful for you for your exam.
Essential
Many of them, again, are
dar.
based on contract law.
Guys, out muna ako.
Definition is the word
Meron
aleatory.
akong ano.
What does aleatory mean? It
Meron
means
akong
there is an unequal exchange of
Client.
values. Think of it. You
Thank
pay
you.
a premium down here, a
Later
dollar
na
amount
lang
down
ulit.
here, and a death benefit is paid out way
Bye,
up.
Jem.
Very rarely, if ever, on an insurance contract will those two exchanges be of equal value? They're always an unequal value.
Hindi ko
Premium
alam.
is almost always much, much less than what a death benefit would be that is paying out to your beneficiary. Okay? And then all insurance contracts are considered to be personal, meaning
Nag-study
they're
ko,
between the two
no?
parties. The
Para
first
sa
party is the
insurance.
insurance company,
Yan.
the insurer. The second party
Wow,
is
nakasingit
the
na
insured,
naman
the person
your
who's
work.
covered by the policy.
You're in your work.
Another term is adhesion, the law of adhesion,
Babayi.
or the doctrine of adhesion. When something adheres, it means it sticks together or sticks to something.
Diba?
Basically,
Sana. Ayan, wala na si JM. Ikaw na lang. Ikaw lang ba dyan? Bakit hindi ko makita yung ano? Wala na ang madam. Kaya pala. Bakit hindi to nakikita? Show chat. Ayan. Learn guide. Mag-take to ka para nawala pero wag mo yan. Ay, JM. Mag-out muna ako, JM. May clients. Andyan ka pala. Kala ko nakaalis ka na. Mag-take to. Yeah. May inaano kasi ako. Andyan si Sally. Nakasingit sa nasa work siya. Mag-take to na lang ako. Bye, JM. Ingat. Mamaya na lang uli. Thank you. Thank you sa sa pagdaan. Ingat ka dyan. Ay, andyan pala. Out muna ako. Nagpapagawa kasi ako ng tax. And then nagre-review pa ako. Kala ko nawala. Aalis nga ako. Ay, mag-out na ako. Naka 22, 27 something. Kailangan 1 hour ba? Kakahiya. Sige, out ka muna. Oy, singit ka dyan. Wala bang mga amo? See you tomorrow. Out muna ako. Papagawa ako ng tax eh. Sino ba yung nandyan? Hindi ko makita yung Paano ba makita yung Bye-bye. See you tomorrow. Bye. Thank you. Ano ba yan? Bye.